you know, most of the people who are claiming these benefits won't have anywhere else to turn to. They'll have to rely on charities, people like Shelter, other homelessness charities, homelessness services, and you know these are stretched to breaking point already. So I mean, all the last thing they need are all these other people coming there. And I mean, I think there's also knock-on effects for the people involved. Their careers have to go on standstill. Their search for jobs has to go on a standstill. Their lives have to go on a standstill because without a home, you can't really do much. So I mean, I think there's real consequences for charities, for third sector, real consequences for the people. And you know, and I think that you know, at a time when there's 20% youth unemployment, at a time where young people are really finding it tough to have something else taken from them isn't justified. Young people are taking their fair share of the pain in terms of spending reductions, in terms of the reduction in the size of governments. I think to burden them with yet another sort of ask of them is too far. For lots of those young people, there are no options open to them. It's a vicious circle, and if they take that away, I mean, what I would say to them is, you know, if you're worried about it, write to your MP, write to your MSP, let them know you're worried. Let them know that, you know, you want them to be speaking up for you. And, you know, write to your MSYP and we'll quite gladly write to them on your behalf and speak up. I mean, I think the maxim is, you know, these kind of changes will be fought, these kind of changes will be opposed. And I mean, I think even within the Conservative Party itself, we're already seeing people, MPs, members, you know, Conservative Home ran a stinging article on the proposals this morning. So I think for people who see these headlines and are worried, don't take instant action, don't be instantly worried, but you know, if these go through, they're going to have no choices, they're going to be out in the street. And, you know, I don't see the government coming up with any proposals to support them. And the only way anyone could ever really support these proposals is if there is a real policy of how to support those who have got no other option. And I mean, I think that without any support proposals, even the Prime Minister's, you know, closest people will begin to question whether it's just another way of saving money. And you know, images of young people being thrown out in the street because of housing benefit changes won't play well. And you know, I'll certainly be opposing the proposals as much as I can. To reform the welfare system, I think the easiest and hardest way of saving the money is to get people into jobs. It's to make sure that there are jobs out there to get people in there, support them into work, and you know that'll save you the money across lots of different programs within the welfare system. That's probably the easiest and most difficult way of doing it, and I think it's the one that government, opposition, charities, the third sector, civil society groups, everyone is, you know, everyone is focused on getting people into work, and I think that's the right policy. And it's about just making sure that people can get there. And you know, times are tough, so I mean, I think the the government needs to realise that yeah, it might have a little bit more spending at the moment, and it's got a plan to bring that down. But a big part of that plan has to be to you know create more jobs, because then you've got more taxpayers, you've got less people claiming government subsidies, claiming government allowances, and you know the most important thing of all of that is it also improves the quality of people's lives of their work as well.